sleep. The beats get dropped off, it's Uber Eats. Who the top dog, man, it's you or me? I got it, ignore the comments. I remember the days the top was just rhyming. I clear my plate, don't scoff at what's made. I get food and skate, yeah, welcome to Sonic. Pulled off the porch and knocked off this rocker. Ooh, give it to God and all things are conquered. They won't do it alone, I told them that's the problem. Ooh, hot thermometer, pickpocket a doctor, yeah. Look at the lineup, it's Barber done did him proper. Verbal trigger, they treat him like he a monster. No weapon formed against him shall prosper. Bunch of imposters, yeah. We got them all ice, slide, skate, wait. Dang, they think they slick. New to me, think that they hot, but we got them all ice, slide, skate, wait. Dang, they think they slick. New to me, think that they hot, but we got them all.
You know what I'm saying? It's true though. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Am I still the prettiest? I don't all damn right. Copper braid, thing up at the mall, damn right. Step back from the corner lines with bar, damn right. Was it like the baddest China dog? Treat me like a mushroom and told her she don't have to call, damn right. And she wanna call me and beat me like can't possible. She wanna reach me every single day and night. It's true though, ball on you, Alice Caruso. Spanish mama see, they say young papi chulo. And I guess she like me, she said mucho gusto. I'm back in my damn groove like Emperor's Code. I'm the Homer Simpson in this joint, I need my dough. Don't make too many friends around this piece, you not the bro. Look, when it come to me, yes, it's been a meritocracy. Cause when it come to me, I'm the realest one that
we
you
got
see.
them all ice, slide, skate, wait. Dang, they think they slick. New to me, think that they hot, but we got them all ice, slide, skate, wait. Dang, they think they slick. New to me, think that they hot, but we got them all. I asked you not to make it weird, and you're making it weird, so just stop making it weird, I'll say it. Oh my lord, shorty jello with the jiggle, and she do it for the bread, but this ain't no pump a nickel on the tip of my tongue. I don't say it, then it tickle, yeah, you probably shouldn't have posted that video. They do it for the bread, only break it if it's brittle, yeah. Without fire travel, man, it's like I never dribble. Everything I do is fire, I ain't talking about a Kindle, and it's no big deal. I put that on my initials. Let me see your chain, let me see you get rich. Too cool, Luke Kane, now I'm fresher than the kicks. And the more that you talk, man, the better I get. Yeah, try and make a point, accidentally made a hit. Accidentally made a hit, accidentally made a hit. I'm as ready as it gets, I'm as ready as it gets. Y'all just jealous, I don't miss, y'all just jealous, I don't miss. I has everything a hit, I has everything a hit. Accidentally made a hit, accidentally made a hit. I'm as ready as it gets, I'm as ready as it gets. Y'all just jealous, I don't miss, y'all just jealous, I don't miss. I has everything a hit, I has everything a hit. Why you worry about it? Cause you got it and you don't, yeah. Smiling like embellishment and covered with cologne, yeah. I don't wanna text it, you can never tell the tone, yeah. So I take the message and I spell it in the song. Go W-H-Y-R, you even paying for. Why you trying to tell me that you wasn't even aiming low? Ooh Lord, got the sauce with oregano. I just made a song and I watch, man, away it go. Let me see your chain, let me see you get rich. Too cool, Luke Kane, now I'm fresher than the kicks. And the more that you talk, man, the better I get. Yeah, try and make a point, accidentally made a hit. Accidentally made a hit, accidentally made a hit. I'm as ready as it gets, I'm as ready as it gets. Y'all just jealous, I don't miss, y'all just jealous, I don't miss. I has everything a hit, I has everything a hit. Accidentally made a hit, accidentally made a hit. I'm as ready as it gets, I'm as ready as it gets. Y'all just jealous, I don't miss, y'all just jealous, I don't miss. I has everything a hit, I has everything a hit. I told you I was gonna tell him, and I told him. I don't know why you're acting like that in the first place. Stop being weird. Let's go. I want you to know, love you down into your soul. Type of thing to make them butterflies feel it in your bones, yeah. I need you to know, baby, nothing gonna change the way we love, the way we love, the way we love, the way we love, the way we. I want you to know, love you down into your soul. Type of thing to make them butterflies feel it in your bones, yeah. I need you to know, baby, nothing gonna change the way we love, 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 yeah. Time flies, seasons change and the years go by. Where they go? Crazy, ain't it? We were kids, oh my. 16, with a dream, never seen a diamond. You and me, super free, you'll always be mine. I want you to know, love you down into your soul. Type of thing to make them butterflies feel it in your bones, yeah. I need you to know, baby, nothing gonna change the way we love, the way we love, the way we love, love, the way we love, the way we. I want you to know, love you down into your soul. Type of thing to make them butterflies feel it in your bones. I need you to know, baby, nothing gonna change the way we love, the way we love, the way we love, the way we love, the way we. I want you to know, love you down into your soul. Type of thing to make them butterflies feel it in your bones. I need you to know, baby, nothing gonna change the way we love, the way we love, the way we love, the way we love, the way we love. Yeah. Purpose is greater than pleasure. I feel great under pressure. I could do it alone, but we do it better together. That's how I treat my endeavors. I always needed to learn, but never needed a lecture. In case you need a refresher, I've been on the east side, keep trying, riding with my Mona Lisa. You see why mine spin like ballerinas. Thrift shop, got a feeling like a freestyle. Meanwhile, I've been on the go. They not know. I spent 600,000 minutes on it. I've been through the gauntlet. I felt unloved and unimportant. An array, an assortment of feelings. I've had people break my heart and then deny their involvement. I've had days for the longest and nights the darkest. I've had grace tell me that I'm the rawest. I've had verses feel like the middle.
Oh. How are we doing today, guys? Well, let's see. I got Hogwarts Legacy to work. So that's good. That's good. Should be working. Should be waking. Let me do something real quick. Oh, man. Fucking eyeballs. Filters. There we go. Edit filters. Oh. Okay. That's what we need right there. Good little noise gate. So you don't hear it. Okay, that'll do it. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Okay, so what do we got here today? Oh Lord, here we go again. Yeah, here we go again. It's gonna work this time, though. I can wood. We're preparing shaders right now. But yes, good morning. Good morning. How are we doing today, guys? So a life hack for you guys. You can have any toy you want. You have a 3D printer. I made my wand and painted it. Only issue is, so it's 0. But I've had people ask about it. If it doesn't work, I just have to turn off ray tracing. That's all there is to it. It's the only issue. All right. Okay. It's not that bad. It's a little bit choppy. But honestly, I just have to turn down the graphics a little bit. What? Fuck. No, none of those either. And welcome, Sandoval. All right. So if I just, I don't know, maybe if I just turn down the ray tracing quality a little bit. Well, if we turn down all the graphics to high. It should be fine. I'm well today. How are you today? No. The plug. Plug of destiny. Okay. Behold, guys. Obviously, you guys can't see it in 4K because it only stream. My stream only goes up to 720. I apologize. I was trying to figure that out beforehand. Oh my god. What the fuck? No lag. No. Let's go. Anyway.
Everybody grab a broom, and
Fuck
we
you.
shall get started. Mr. Clopton, your attention, please.
Sorry, Madam Kagawa.
Everyone,
Kagawa.
please welcome a new student to
Right?
our flying class. Hello. The goal of today is to
All right.
remind all of you.
So I
to
promised
maneuver on a
yesterday
broomstick safely. As
that-
broom flight is, first and foremost, a means of transportation. This, I fear, some of you
I
have
promised
forgotten.
yesterday that
Diving, rolling,
I was
and
gonna
loop
tear
the
into
loops
J.K.
will not be
Rowling
taught
movie
or
by
in fact
movie, well, book by
tolerated in
book,
this
movie by
class.
movie.
We'll leave that to professional Quidditch players, like the Toyohashi Tengu. Not a fan, I take it? Now, let's see how well everyone kept up with their practice over the summer holidays.
Well, let's see. Right off the
For
bat.
those who need a
Right off the bat.
refresher, step
Let's
up
just
to your
talk about
broom.
something. Let's
Say
talk about
up
the house.
firmly and
Like just
clearly.
pronunciation
Then
of
kick your
that
leg
name
over
was
and
horrible.
rest
Which
your
one?
weight on
Which
the
name?
seat.
Kagawa? Kagawa. But the pronunciation, or not pronunciation,
Now,
let's talk
turn.
about J.K. Rowling's writing for a second, all right?
Up, you stupid ratty school broom!
Right off the bat, think about the house names. Just for a second. Run all four of them through your head. And how stupid they all sound.
One leg over,
Just-
so there's a leg on
just
each
like-
side.
And the fact that they're based on
None of that
names,
side
right?
saddle nonsense.
They're actual
A gust of
names of
wind will throw
people.
you right off.
And those people happen to be like, yeah, Gryffindor. What's my symbol gonna be? Oh, obviously a griffin. Slytherin? I don't know, man. What slithers?
And
We'll
if
have a
you
snake.
hear my whistle
And
while
then
you're
they
in
got
class,
Ravenclaw. It's
run
like, oh,
yourself at
fuck,
once.
that's a no-brainer. Hufflepuff, I mean, that you got me there.
Good. Now,
Hang on.
for your first lesson, fly through each ring in the courtyard. Do take care. The
I think
brooms
I'm getting
are
the hang of
school
this.
property. I want them returned in one piece. Well done. Now that you're acclimatized to your broom, let's see how well you manage with a more advanced exercise, shall we?
What was I gonna say though?
This next set of rings will take you around the grounds for more of a challenge.
What a view!
Hello. Nice day.
But anyway, so right off the bat, I'm gonna watch these movies in my head and just criticize them as we go. All right, so right off the bat, you got fucking old boy,
The old boathouse. Wish you could have
Harry
experienced crossing the lake
getting
as
brought
a
in
first year.
into the town by fucking Hagrid and McGonagall and Dumbledore. All three of them there. All three perfect candidates to, you know, raise him right. Maybe Hagrid could have raised him well. But then they dump him off on the doorstep of the aunt and uncle that absolutely hate him. And leave him there for 10 years before ever talking to him about anything. Alright? So yeah, we can fast forward that 10 years of him just being treated like absolute dog shit. And then finally Uncle Vernon here, he's got this golden opportunity to get him the fuck out of his house. And what does he do? He's like, no, you're not going to that school. So in the first one, it makes sense, because he's like, I don't want him to know that he's a wizard, because that's that tomfoolery stuff. Can't have him learning he's a wizard like that. That'd be bad. That'd be bad for my family's health. Whatever.
I say, I watched you fly through those
so he goes
rings.
to
You seem to
freaking,
handle yourself on that dusty school broom well enough.
He goes
I'd
to
imagine you're ready for
Hogwarts
something a
eventually,
bit more
right?
challenging.
Vernon's
But I'm getting
rationale
ahead of
is like, I am so dead set on this kid not going to this school, despite the fact that my house is being flooded with letters, and I feel like there's no escape. But what I can do is take my family out to a remote island in the middle of the fucking sea and just hide there. For how long? I don't know. We're just gonna sit here until the letters stop coming, I suppose.
Can't say no to that. What did you have in mind?
A bit of a detour, so to speak. Follow me.
This guy's a fucking dweeb.
A bit of a detour,
so to speak.
Follow closely now. Right now, we're flying over the Transfiguration Courtyard. Lovely as ever. Let's hope the headmaster isn't having tea by the window today. Nice to get above it all, isn't it? Ahead of the gardens, the Hufflepuff common room windows.
This is pretty cool and all, but, you know, there's no Quidditch, so what's the fucking point?
How is Everett flying so quickly?
Here's something handy to know. Lean forward for a burst of speed. Helpful if you need to escape a tricky situation.
Now that's more like it.
You sure you're not part hippogriff? There's the famous bridge. Think of all the magic holding it up. I mean, look at it. And Meowlery. That's a bit of solid architecture, isn't it?
Flying tips and a jaunt around Hogwarts. This is quite the tour, Everett.
That's Kagawa's whistle. This concludes our tour. Best hurry back.
Pronounced it right, dickweed. Kagawa.
Looks like he's already dismissed past. Better hurry and hand in our brooms. Dismount here.
And where
Okay.
have you two been?
So let's see. They go
hello,
to fucking
Professor.
Hagrid
We
comes
were
in,
trying to
picks
get a
him
bit of
up, goes to
extra practice in.
Diagon
Hefty
Alley,
points will be taken.
uses
from
magic
each
on a
of you following
muggle,
my instructions.
and then like chalks it up as
Mr.
no
Clough.
NBD.
I'm disappointed.
Like, oh yeah,
in you. You're
Dumbledore's
upset
gonna be
because
mad
you're-
at me for
because
that.
you're
Like,
still
bro,
not showing
what?
yourself, or
You
frankly,
use
don't
magic
show
on
the
him.
proper respect.
But
Like Harry
Professor,
didn't get
enough.
fucking shoot his ass
Class is
reamed
finished
out
for the day.
later on. Like, it's one like, obviously, like, as an adult, you're able to use
As
magic
for
outside
you,
of school. But he
you
used it
do
on a
have
muggle,
judgment
which
in
doesn't
the
make a whole
future.
lot of sense to me, like, for why he just got away with it like
know,
that. He's already not
that's
allowed
a
to
lot of
have a
good feeling.
wand. So he's got his pink umbrella, and he's like, boom, here's a pigtail, fuck boy. Something that doesn't make sense is how Polyjuice Potion isn't meant to be able to change the sound
Sorry
of your
about
voice
that
as seen in
business
the
with
Chamber of
Kagawa.
Secrets, yet Barty
But you
Crouch
have to
Jr. is
admit,
able to
those
sound
views are
exactly
worth
like
it.
Mad Eye. Right. Like, he just, hang on. We're getting there. We're going one movie at a time. Don't worry, Only Hoops. I have so many gripes with that specific book and movie.
It was worth losing a few house points for that detour.
You seem at home on a broom. Bet if you had a fancy model, you could fly laps around Imelda. She's Kagawa's favorite. I could show her a thing or two if I had my own broom. Hate having to return the school broom after class.
Perhaps I have to purchase a broom then.
If you can, you should. I
So,
wish I could. I
Gets
recommend
Diagon
visiting
Alley
Army
and
Weeks at
everything.
Spintwitches in
And it
Hogsmeade.
just- I mean,
He's always looking to test
you
new
go
models.
through the leaky cauldron,
I'll
right?
keep
The
an eye out
little,
for you in
tap,
the
tap,
sky.
tap, 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 whatever. Man.
Greetings.
Um,
I've not forgotten about our library venture. How did you fare? If you're keen for some illicit spell practice, meet me outside the Defense Against the Dark Arts classroom. I know a discreet place near there.
Oh my.
Good day to you. I require assistance with a...
Gringotts. Entire Gringotts. And why the fuck Hagrid, of all people, was tasked with picking up the Sorcerer's Stone, right? Why they decided, first of all, they moved the Sorcerer's Stone from Gringotts to Hogwarts on the premise of what Hagrid said was ain't no place safer than Gringotts, the Wizard Bank. And then they take it to Hogwarts. So it's sat for how long in Gringotts without being ever touched? Most secure place out there. Because let's think, we're gonna fast forward. We're gonna fast forward to the 7th book real quick. Harry broke into both Gringotts and Hogwarts, right? Right? Which one took the least amount of hoops to jump through to get into? Because Hogwarts, he just walked through a fucking Marauder's map, secret tunnel, and but then to get to Gringotts, first of all, he's in his little fucking, he's got the old invisibility cloak. Hermione takes a Polyjuice potion to appear as Bellatrix Lestrange. He uses the Imperio Curse, which is like something he fundamentally was like opposed to using. He used the Imperio Curse on the goblins standing there to get him to take them down to the vault. They have to fight a fucking dragon to get into this vault. And it's like how? In what fucking world is that less secure than Hogwarts? Hogwarts has been, the security of Hogwarts has been in question every single year that Harry has been there, and every single year prior to that we canonically know about. Like, when Tom Riddle is fucking gets Hagrid expelled, whatnot. Security was in question then too. Every single instance where we see Hogwarts, the security is in jeopardy. So they're like, yeah, ain't no safer place than Hogwarts to keep the Philosopher's Stone, the Sorcerer's Stone. Okay, cool, whatever. So we have it there, and then what the fuck is the plan from there? Let's talk the security of this fucking rock. Hang on. Let's talk about the fucking security on this rock. All right. They take the rock and they put it in a trapdoor. All right. We're gonna walk through the whole thing. So there's a trapdoor with a 3-headed dog sitting on top of it. I don't know who's feeding this dog. Probably Hagrid, but he's not taking it for a walk. Fluffy's just sitting there all year, just sitting in this room that he barely fits in, just chilling there. All right, so cool. Maybe we'll wisp it away with magic. He's a magical dog that doesn't need to be walked. A little bit fucked up, but okay. You go through there, then you got the Devil's Snare, and like, yeah, Devil's Snare is tricky to maneuver, but a fucking 11-year-old knows the spell or not the spell. That's not what it was. Yeah, it was a spell. Because they just relaxed and they fell through it. But then Ron wasn't relaxing, and then Hermione cast a spell. I don't remember what the spell was, but it's like, so there's a quick spell to just get rid of Devil's Snare. Got it. Cool. No problem. And then you got to ride around on a fucking broom. Why are we breaking? Then you ride around on a fucking broom, which, first of all, how the fuck did Quirrell do that? Right? Like, how did Quirrell do that? Is old man Quirrell fucking riding around on a broom, and then he takes the key with the broken wing, right? But then what? He just releases the key? Like, he unlocks the door, goes through it, and then just puts the key back? Like, lets it fly back there? Alright, whatever. Then you got the potions thing. I don't remember exactly how that went down. Except you had to figure out the right potion like it was the fucking Holy Grail. And then you had the chess game, and that was the fucking like how convoluted is this shit when you could have just left it in a fucking Gringotts vault instead of bringing the rock to the Dark Lord and his minion sitting on the back of his head, which that whole situation blows my fucking mind. I never understood that whole situation, like why Voldemort decided that was the best way to go about living, was on the back of somebody's head underneath a turban. Whatever. Not my Dark Lord. Let's talk about the first book some more, though. We'll go back from the climax of the story. Let's talk about how when they found Norbert and fucking Draco Malfoy snitched on them. Their punishment for being outside of their dormitory after dark when they're not supposed to because they are 11-year-olds, is to send them into the Death Trap Forest with the giant spiders, the centaurs, the fucking half-giant at some point, unicorns, and the Dark Lord just roaming around. Werewolves! There's werewolves! And why were they out there? What were they doing? What purpose does an 11-year-old have in the Forbidden Forest? And like, why is that the punishment? That doesn't make any sense, JK. Make it make sense. Oh my god. And let's not even, we're definitely not going to gloss over the fact that at the very end of that book, Dumbledore just took a hot steaming piss all over Slytherin because they're the bad guys. That's the bad guys, and we don't want them to win again. So he just said, like, fucking, all right, so Slytherin won, Gryffindor came in last place. But I had a bunch of bunch of students that broke a whole fuckload of rules, but it turned out okay. We had 3 11-year-olds. One petrified another student. They got past our 3-headed dog. They fought a teacher, killed a teacher, murdered a teacher, More on that later. More on that later. We'll get to that. And then they're like, but they get points for it. And it's like, so what are the rules here? Just don't be don't be the snake house and you're a good student. Like they fought the troll, right? And they got points for that, which makes sense for sharing dumb luck. Like, all right. Fast forward. We're going to go into the second movie because this is where Uncle Vernon is absolutely unforgiven. Because right off the bat, they're like, yeah, like you got to stay up there, pretend you don't exist, whatever. Dobby comes in, ruins the whole party, drops a cake on the fucking guests, blah, 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 whatever. Dobby's a fucking dickweed. That didn't make sense. So Dobby, why the fuck is Dobby trying to keep Harry out of Hogwarts? Why the fuck does Dobby care? Why? Right? Like, think about that for longer than 5 seconds and you'll realize how stupid that is. Like, what business does Dobby have with Harry and his presence at the school and his attendance at the school? Not much. But anyway, so Dobby's plan to keep Harry there doesn't make sense, or to keep Harry out of school doesn't make sense because he keeps his letters from him. That doesn't make sense. Yeah. Oh no, Harry Potter's here. We're just breaking down the business right now. I'll play some more Harry Potter here. So, Dobby's plan to keep Harry out of Hogwarts and in the Dursleys' home is to do something that should have kept Harry out of the Dursleys' home because he dropped a fucking cake on the guests and pissed off Vernon, whatever. So technically, again, if Rowling was a good writer, doing that would keep Harry at the Dursleys. You got it, Roseburst. Oh wait. Hang on. Actually, you have talents. Excuse me. How are we doing that?
Thought you might be interested. Please visit me at J. Pippin's Potions if you'd like to earn a few coins.
Please meet me in the 7th floor corridor as soon as you can. I have an idea for somewhere you can focus on your studies, away from prying eyes and distractions.
Oh, the room of requirement. Gotcha. Except. I would assume Dobby doesn't want Harry at Hogwarts because he beat Voldemort. Wait, what do you mean? Explain yourself. The fuck? Oh! Look, guys, sometimes the ray tracing's a little off. Oh, hello. Oh, I didn't ever get that. Just ha. Okay. I know how to do that. Now I know how to do that. Cool. I don't know what I'm doing up here though. Because he knew about the Chamber of Secrets and wanted to keep here. I know, but that's what I'm saying. Why does Dobby, of all people, care? Like, think about Dobby as a character real quick. Like, why does Dobby care? The house elf servant of Lucius Malfoy.
Lumos.
Let's go! Oh. So yeah. Let's see. Anyway, moving forward. So the punishment for Harry fucking up Vernon's whole thing, and again, it almost made sense in the first one for him to do what he did to keep Harry around and whatnot. Makes zero sense in this one because now Harry, his reasoning in the first one was because he didn't want Harry to know that he was a wizard.
There are a few.
His reasoning in this one just doesn't like he already knows he's a wizard. Now he's just going to be more problem. Why not kick him out of the house and make sure he doesn't come back? Like wouldn't the response be like, yeah, never fucking come back, kid? Like
The Daedalian keys are back. Aren't they brilliant?
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Gilderoy Lockhart. Thanks. Gilderoy Lockhart doesn't make a whole lot of sense either. Oh, sorry. So, yeah. Gilderoy Lockhart doesn't make a lot of sense either. Flue Powder doesn't make a lot of sense either. Like she adds all of these MacGuffins in. This is what makes her a god-awful writer. She adds all of these MacGuffins in that are later on ignored for the sake of keeping the story interesting. It's like, so why did you put them in the first place? Because now you're just she would set herself up for failure as a bad writer later on. Flue Powder does all this with an asterisk on it. If you say the word wrong, you accidentally go into the wrong spot. Whatever. Sure, but then again, let's fast forward to book 6, where Bellatrix Lestrange doesn't announce where she's going. She just runs into the Flute Network and she's gone. So where did it spit her out at? Like wherever she was thinking. That's another issue. They really stressed in which one was it? It was the first one. It's Leviosa, not Leviosa. Like the pronunciation of spells, like they really stressed that was important. And then but then sometimes you don't even have to say the spell name and it works. Sometimes you say the wrong spell. Oh fuck, hang on, let's go back to the first book where the wand chooses the wizard. And it's like, okay, the wand chooses the wizard sometimes, but some wands work better for other people only sometimes. And then we can get into the whole, like, you disarm somebody and it changes its allegiance, but how important is the allegiance of the wand? Because sometimes it matters, sometimes it doesn't. And then beyond that, you're looking at again, I'm getting ahead of myself. We'll talk about 7 later on. Book 7, because that's where all the culmination of the inconsistencies just takes fruition. Why are you using focus potion? Oh,
Sebastian, it's been a while.
It has.
It's the Force.
Glad you received my owl.
No.
I have something to show you.
Don't
First,
worry.
let me thank you for what you did in the library.
Of course. Scribbler tried to give me detention,
MacGuffins.
but I have ways out of these things.
Well, you took the fall for me.
My favorite
That
book,
counts
I
for
think,
something.
was
Did you
Order of
find
the
what you were
Phoenix.
looking for?
I did, but something was
Favorite
missing.
movie was
I'm not sure here
Half-Blood
is the best
Prince.
place to discuss it.
Understood. We can talk more in a moment, in the Undercroft. Not even the professors know about this place. This way.
Follow me. Oh man,
There's a secret
that one doesn't
passage
make a whole lot of
just here.
sense. That you want to talk
It's
about
not disguised.
MacGuffins that are introduced and never brought up again? Time Turner? Why the fuck did she put that in there? Except for the final part of that book, and it's not like it was taken away from her, or it's not like anyone ever decided, you know what, maybe this is a good tool to use in case, I don't know, fucking a student dies because they went into the maze. What if they had a Time Turner in, you know, the next movie, book, year? What if they had a Time Turner and they go into the maze and they're like, Cedric Diggory died,
My friend,
and they're like, holy
Ominous
fuck,
Gaunt.
you know what we should do?
He named it
Rewind
the
time real quick
We used to play nonsense here all the
and
time.
prevent the
my
students
sister.
from going into the fucking maze of death
love
because
that
a student
fun
walked in
game.
there, found Voldemort,
What I
and
wouldn't give
died.
to lose to her again.
But we're
I
not to
should
the
tell
fourth
him
or the third.
I swore to
Don't worry,
Ominous
it's
I would
coming.
safeguard this place. So please, keep this between us. He never
I think I just
confides
like
in
it because
anyone.
of nostalgia. I'm with you on
These
that. I did
trusted
like
nieces
Prisoner of
the day we
Azkaban,
met.
and like from a
I wouldn't
nostalgic
wanna jeopardize
standpoint.
that. We used to sneak in here almost daily. We've never been caught.
I think I've seen Ominous in potions. Or was it herbology? I've noticed that he uses his wand to navigate the castle.
He does. No idea how, though. Ominous was born blind, and no spell could reverse it.
Who was
His
that
wand
friend?
seems almost sentient.
Yeah, no,
Not
I
surprised,
know what you're
suppose.
saying. I know what you're saying.
Ollivander always says, the wand chooses the wizard.
Holy
Is that
fuck!
how
Look
he
at
found
that.
this place?
No, someone in his family knew about it.
So the wand chooses the
Gaunts
wizard.
are full of secrets. I've never heard anyone else speak of it, and I've certainly never seen anyone else here. Again, mention this to no one, especially Ominous. He has no love lost for his family or their secrets, but this place is special to him.
Understood. But why does Ominous have no love lost for his family?
His father's family are direct descendants of Salazar Slytherin, one of the 4 founders of Hogwarts. Obsessed with blood status, most of them. Ominous cannot abide them, as he'll be the first to tell you. Anyway, the Undercroft has been a perfect place to sneak off to, away from prying eyes, and even practice otherwise forbidden spells.
Really? Like what?
Like the Blasting Curse. Professors say it's not an appropriate spell to teach students.
So, okay, right here they're saying it's not an appropriate spell to teach students. That's not the case, though, at the point at the point in time where Harry Potter takes place, because they do teach students how to make it. They also teach, I mean, in this one, they also teach students how to use Incendio. They teach students how to use, like, first of all, there are 3 unforgivable curses, right? The spells you never use on anybody. However, they give these students the power to, I don't know, create a fucking magic grenade by saying bombardo, or incendio, set people on fucking fire. Like, but they're like, hey, you can't kill, torture, or control people. It's like, okay, but I can do anything else to accomplish those feats. Got it. I digress. We're not to that part yet. Gilderoy Lockhart. That doesn't make any fucking sense. Why is this celebrity dude taking up this gig as a teacher? Like, is he making more money as a professor at Hogwarts, teaching again? As okay, so he managed to ace his interview, right? Like, he somehow bamboozled fucking Dumbledore into thinking he was this competent professional wizard. And give him some kind of good reason to that why he should teach dark arts or defense against the dark arts over Snape, who has been applying for years and has not been successful. And of course there's the reasoning for Snape not being successful. But again, that's all, like, again, these bullshit reasons that J.K. Rowling just kind of shoehorns in, and it doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, just let Snape teach defense against the dark arts. Why do we keep having to hire people that turn out to be the Dark Lord himself, a hack, a good defense against the dark arts teacher who decides to teach Harry only one of his students the Patronus charm to protect themselves against the ghostly creatures that are at Hogwarts. Like, why wouldn't you teach all of the students that? It seems a lot more important than teaching them ridiculous. A spell that is almost exclusively used to fight one creature. Yeah, but why not? Why not teach everybody else? Why not teach everybody else? It seems like a valuable pocketbook spell to have. But Expecto Patronum, and they're like, oh yeah, but we can't have it's a difficult spell to master. It's like, yeah, but Harry's doing it and he's 13. So why not teach everybody, the 14-year-olds, the 15-year-olds, the 16, 17-year-olds? At no point is the Patronus charm a part of Hogwarts curriculum, and that is a crime. Does Dumbledore care about everyone else? No, that again, we can go on about how Dumbledore really just doesn't give a shit for some fucking reason. About anybody. He's just an insanely dangerous human being. You got the Basilisk. Basilisk is just full of bad writing. Like, the Chamber of Secrets was all over the fucking place. I don't know if you guys, like, sit down, and if you took all the movies, the 5th and the 4th are like on the polar opposite spectrum from the first, from the second. The second movie and book is so all over the fucking place. We're like, oh, but we got a monster. Look at all the spiders. The spiders flee before it. Like, what the fuck does that even mean? What do you mean the spiders flee before it? Like, why are there that many spiders? Why are spiders marching in a line if the spiders are fleeing from the basilisk, right? Again, weirdly coincidental thing where the spiders are running away from the thing that is originally believed to be a spider back when Hagrid got expelled because he had what was believed to be the monster, Aragog. And what a coincidence that it's like, oh, no. Spiders are actually scared of the actual monster that's haunting haunting the tunnels, that lives in the shit pipes. Honestly, we'll get to that scene too, where he plays God, where he actually plays God. So all the spiders flee before it, and it's like, well, holy fuck, look at all those spiders, and why are they still here after it, and why are they marching in a line away from the beast? Why wouldn't they scatter in all directions? Why are they being organized? That doesn't make any fucking sense, JK. It doesn't make sense. Make it make sense, please. But again, we'll keep her going. We'll keep her going. Then you have even the prequels, Dumbledore just a weasel playing with people's lives. I swear to God, Dumbledore is the worst person. If you don't even look at the prequels. Don't even look at the prequels. Look at the backstory of what was his name? His brother. His brother talks about him and how much of a shitty human being he was. Aberforth was his name. But fuck, where was I going with that? Collect your thoughts, Clay. I'm gonna get something to drink. I'll be right back. I will be right back. All right, and we're back. Sorry, while I was grabbing my non-alcoholic White Claw. It dawned on me. I totally forgot. I totally forgot about the fucking car. Why do they have a sentient car? And why did it just wander off? Be free. You're my boy, Blue. And it just rides off into the fucking distance, off into the Forbidden Forest to add to the other horrifying creatures out there. We have a sentient car. So, like, it didn't make sense. Like, okay, flying car, whatever. Like, does make sense. The invisibility booster must be faulty. Like, the what must be what? Like, we're just okay. So fuck the invisibility cloak. The invisibility cloak was this super rare device. In fact, it was the cloak of death himself. But it's okay, unless you have a fucking car with an invisibility booster. You just press the button and it turns invisible. All right, whatever. Fuck the car. I'll take an invisible flying car. What I refuse to allow happen and like allow JK to get away with is a sentient flying invisible car. Like they gave it no inkling that the car was just like its own like sentient being until it got its ass whooped by a tree, and then it decided to fly out. No. What was it? They couldn't land because wasn't it Dobby had jinxed the car and made the car crash into the Whomping Willow, and then they got their ass beat by the Whomping Willow because that's the big brain Dobby has. I'm gonna keep Harry safe by trying to get him murdered by a fucking tree. All right, you do you, Dobby. But then does Dobby have these deity level powers where he granted a vehicle sentience and then it rode off into the Forbidden Forest only to show up later to save them all from spiders? Which again, we could talk about that. Like why would Hagrid send Harry and Ron out there to Aragog? Like, I feel like if anyone knows that Aragog would eat anyone that's not him, it's Hagrid, right? It's like Hagrid should know that, being the caretaker and the fucking whiz about magical creatures, and in the very next year, the care of magical creatures professor. Whatever. So let's see. There's the calls Hermione a mudblood. Oh, Ron breaks his wand, and then yeah. So Ron's broken wand. That shit got to be the goofiest part about the whole movie is his broken wand and why they wouldn't just get him a new goddamn wand. They have extra wands laying around, and like, but that's the thing. They're like, oh, the wand chooses the wizard. It's like, okay, but does it? Does it? Because like throughout the series, we see other people using other people's wands. In fact, Gilderoy Lockhart's spell worked just fine with Obliviate, except it backfired and hit him. But did it backfire because it's broken, or did it backfire because it didn't have allegiance to him? We'll never know, because allegiance wasn't a thing at that point, except for beyond what J.K. Rowling had said in the first book, where she said that the wand chooses the wizard. And it's like, okay, so what does that mean? What does wand choosing wizard mean? Does it mean that it is loyal to that wizard? And she doesn't expand on that until later, but it is still after Gilderoy uses it effectively on himself. Beyond that, like the 1, 2, 3 Ferroverto, which is a spell that again, in what world do you need a spell that turns an animal into a water goblin? Like, where am I? I'm like, fuck. I don't have a cup. I don't have a fancy glass. But good thing I got this exotic parrot here. Like, what the fuck? And then he's like 1, 2, 3 Ferroverto, and it turns it into a rat cup instead of turning him into a cup because it backfired. And then when it later on, he tries to, first of all, he makes up a fucking spell on the spot. Like, who, what? Out of no, like he tried to cast a spell that would make Malfoy eat flesh-eating slugs. And it would have worked if he didn't have a broken wand. So right there. Fuck the killing curse. Fuck the Crucio. Fuck Imperio. All that shit. We got a kid making up a spell on the spot to make another student eat flesh-eating slugs. And it backfires, but instead of making Ron eat flesh-eating slugs, like how it worked with Obliviate, where it backfired and just reversed the direction of the spell, instead he starts throwing up flesh-eating slugs. Because Malfoy said a slur. Oh my god! I'm sorry. I'm watching the movies in my head. Got Hermione walking around with a mirror, looking at a mirror, because she knew that if she made eye contact with the basilisk, it would petrify her, or it would kill her. But if she made indirect eye contact with the basilisk, it would petrify her. So she's like, yeah, I'm going to walk around with a fucking mirror. And I'm just trying to, I want you all to picture that in your head for a second. I want you to picture Hermione Granger walking around the halls of Hogwarts in broad daylight with a mirror. And how astonishingly lucky every other student happened to be. And Mrs. Norris. How lucky they were that they happened to look at a reflection of it. Because how the fuck didn't you accidentally make eye contact with, I feel like the thing is trying to make eye contact with them, right? Like that's its goal, but instead it's like, oh, there's a ghost, fuck. Oh, Colin has his camera, fuck. Oh, there's water on the floor and that's how the cat got petrified, fuck. Oh, she's holding the mirror, fuck. Like how is this snake that bad at its goddamn job that people are accidentally not getting killed by it? And then beyond that, can you still see when you're petrified? Because can it petrify you and then look you in the eyes while you're petrified and kill you? For real. Man, sorry. Chamber of Secrets was wild. And if you don't believe me, go read it again. It was wild. It was all over the goddamn place. Prisoner of Azkaban. Let's go to the Prisoner of Azkaban right off the bat. He blows up his aunt, inflates her like a balloon. He thinks he's getting expelled. But then the fucking prime minister says, oh yeah, it's no big deal. It happens. And it's like, okay, so it happens in this instance, but then it's later becomes this big issue and stuff. And I get that they were just trying to show a day and night change, the changes of the moon on Harry, the sun setting on Harry's legacy after he says Voldemort came back and caused mass panic and whatnot because he turned into a conspiracy theorist. Whatever. But he blows up his aunt, runs away from home. What's his fucking plan? He doesn't know. Nobody knows. He sees the mongrel dog, right? He sees Sirius Black, his godfather. And that scene right there should make you all facepalm so hard. Because instead of turning into Sirius Black, into the person, because it's the middle of the night, nobody's there, and saying, Harry, I'm your godfather. Good to meet you, and explaining the whole situation before Harry has the opportunity to hear that he's this violent criminal that killed his parents. Sirius didn't know him, so why was Sirius there? Oh. You're joking. But instead of that, he barks at him. He knew Harry wouldn't, but why was he there then? Why did he bark at him? He barks at him, and then all of a sudden the night bus comes, and then he dips out. Yeah, he didn't know Sirius. So instead of introducing him as, hey, I'm your godfather, me and your dad were best friends, he allows him to go find a wanted poster of him because he escaped from Azkaban prison. What was the explanation for him? Like how did he escape Azkaban prison? Because he wasn't helped out. And then you had the absurdly racist shrunken heads.
My thoughts exactly.
Oh, this clown
is only truly dangerous
Benson.
in untrained hands.
We're gonna take
Such
all right.
spells
Now
should
we're
be
gonna take a
properly
break from
taught,
tearing
banned.
apart JK
To
Rowling,
be
and
fair,
we're gonna tear apart
I'm admittedly
the federal
partial
government.
to more fiery
Benson.
forms of magic, but you should learn it.
So there's
I can
that
teach
whole
it to you
trending
safely
sound
here.
out there that goes like,
It may take a while.
next
to get
time
the feel for it.
you think
Mimic my wand
the government, next time you have the thought,
The incantation is
the
confringo.
government
Very
would
well.
never do that. Oh yes, they would. You got to remember, it's more of a no. It's not only they would, it's a matter of
getting it?
they probably have.
Ready to actually try
Oh
it out?
yes, we're going into the crazy
Stick
talk.
to the target,
They
sir.
probably have.
Best to keep the
No,
undercroft
Pearl Harbor
intact.
was probably not an inside
those
job,
candelabras.
but it is a 100%
uses,
widely
but I
accepted
think
fact
you'll
that it
find
was
that a
1,000%
confringo pass travels a
preventable,
bit
and we
farther
took
than that
zero
spell like
preventative
incendio.
measures. It was preventable, predictable, and we saw it coming. Literally saw it coming. Saw scouts. And we did not do anything except move the valuable boats to a different harbor. I just took the yep. Cho Chang is their last names. First of all, their surnames. It would be like having a white character, or it'd be like taking she's like, you know what? This character is a Mexican character. What's his name? Oh, Gonzalez Hernandez. It's like, okay, but what's his first name? Gonzalez. It is wild. It is wild. Benson, what do you know about the USS Maine? Oh, do I gotta... What is Confrigo? What's this thing gonna do? Ooh! It does boom! Alright, so we're gonna put that there. This here. All offensive spells, put them on that bar. Okay, so...
Confringo! Nice work. How's it feel?
It's a tad hot.
You'll get used to it. That's it. Well done.
Oh, fuck Incendio. I don't want Incendio. I want Confrigo. Oh no, I want Incendio. But I don't think Pearl Harbor in World War I. But I don't disagree that the U.S. hasn't done some shady shit. Really? You don't think that World War I and Pearl Harbor are those things? So, we had every opportunity to join the war, right? You know, when the Jews were being killed. But we were afraid that there would be backlash. So we needed something to happen to America that would spark a universal push, a national push, a unified national push to go to war. Because if we went to war to protect the Jews, half the country would say that's not our problem. The other half would be like, yeah, let's do it. And you divide the nation. We needed unity to do it. Kind of like how we needed unity in 9/11. Kind of like how we needed unity for the Cuban to invade Cuba. We need unity, national unity, to make steps like that. All of a sudden, we start seeing scout submarines, Japanese scout submarines, Japanese scout planes, probing Pearl Harbor days before it happened. So we move our best boats out of there, and that's it. We didn't prepare anti-air defenses. We didn't gear up for a defense strike. We allowed them to sink boat after boat. But it wasn't our good boats, so it's okay. Why not take out the Japanese? Why not take out the Japanese, then stop if this is true, bro? Because if we... What do you mean? Take out the Japanese and then stop? Who do you think we beat first? Because we did take out the Japanese and then stop. We took out 2 Japanese cities and then stopped. And that was the end of the conflict right there. Correct. We took out the Europeans first. Before I hear anybody talk about how, like, oh, the British and the Russians did most of the legwork. Yeah, we skipped the fucking dialogue and fought the boss. That's what we did. Get back to me when you can tell me how many French the Russians liberated.
I have to say, I enjoyed that.
The first time Ominous and I
US
practiced
steel,
Confringo,
Russian blood, and
we
British
singed our
intelligence.
eyebrows.
I would have paid to see
Roughly.
that.
I swore we'd never live it down. So this day, there's something about that spell that's addictive.
The blast does heat things up. I see how you lost your eyebrows.
You'll get used to it. And Ominous and I used to practice down here for hours.
Regardless, though, to
The
say
Undercroft was our
that
retreat.
to
Haven't been
to
here in some time.
and again, so you're already
It's not
conceding
the
that the
same,
U.S. has
Martin.
done
I'm sorry
shady
about your
shit.
sister.
So why not then?
If there's anything I can
Why
do.
not then?
Perhaps when I next head to Feldcroft.
Now
you
let's
could
go to the
come
root
along.
of where this all started,
Meantime,
right? Pat Tillman.
She could use some cheering up.
But I'm saying if Japanese is the reason we joined the war, why didn't we just fight Japan and stop? Because we were fighting Axis powers, it wouldn't make sense to just pick our favorite Axis power to fight. The U.S. government wanted reason to get into both wars because something about war is a good economy. War is a good economy, but war isn't widely accepted by the American people. The American people don't want war. The American government does want war. You disagree. You disagree how? Tell me how. Tell me why you disagree. Tell me what significant event happened in between World War I and World War II, and then get back to me. Thank you for the lurk, Vaulted.
Just let me know when and I'll meet you.
Oh, she misses Hogwarts. She's been stuck at home with our guardian, Uncle Solomon. Unfortunately, you'll have to meet him too. Well, meeting a new student
What happened
will be
shortly
precisely
after
what she
World
needs.
War?
I shall look forward to it.
Cheers.
And then, shortly
By the
after
way,
that event, what
What
happened?
was it you couldn't discuss out in the hall?
And then
earlier?
what happened
I'm not sure
after
where to start.
when we got
You
out
said
of it? We
something
got
was missing
into
from what you found in the library. Might it have something to do with Victor
World War II.
Rookwood?
I think it's an
He didn't
interesting
mistake
thought,
you for
but
someone
until
else at
there's
all
true
in
evidence
Hogsmeade, did he?
outside of
Nothing gets
speculation,
past you.
it's not. It's
I'll
not.
tell you what I can.
All right.
Rookwood and Ranrock are trying to recover
It's not
something they think I
speculation
took
here.
from a vault in Gringotts.
Gringotts? When were you there?
Professor Fig and I wound up there after the dragon attack. There was this port key that...
A port key? To Gringotts?
Well, it's all a bit convoluted.
I'm listening.
Here we go. 1929. Nominal GDP in trillions is $0.105. What's that one? Sorry, let's see. Okay, yeah, we'll just look at the GDP growth rate since 1929. Dropped 8.5%. Dust Bowl dropped 6.4%. Hoover tax hikes dropped 12.9%. New Deal dropped 1.2%. 1934, the U.S. debt rose 10.8%. Social Security 8.9%. FDR tax hikes 12.9%. Depression returned 5.1%. Depression ended 3.3%. World War II, Dust Bowl ended 8%. Defense increased 8.8%. Pearl Harbor 17.7%. 18.9% the year after. 17% again. Defense spending tripled in 1943. 8% in 1944. And then what happened? The war ended. 1% drop. And we went into a recession. Truman budget cuts 11.6%. Cold War began, and it only dropped 1.1%, and then came back up 4.1%, dropped 0.6% for the NATO fair deal. Korean War came back up 8.7%, continued through the Korean War 8%, 4.1%. War ended, went into a recession. After that, it went to went down 0.6%, came back up in 1955. To 7.1%, and then we hit another recession. 1957 comes down to 2.1%. Recession ends as we come into 1960s. JFK ends the recession, and we're in the 1960s now. 6%, 4.4%, 5.8%. 6.5%. Vietnam War, 6.6%, 2.7%, 4.9%, 3.1%, 2% during a recession. Where was it? Keeps going up. And it keeps going up. Do you know why it kept going up? I'm trying to look for when it comes down again. It doesn't come down again until 2008. 0.1% for the financial crisis. Do you know why it hasn't come back down? Because we've been at war this whole fucking time. It's not being sold to you. It's being told to you, bro. That's the facts. I just gave you the numbers. I broke down the U.S. economy year by year and what has happened. When we're in war, economy does well. Look at this. We just ended a 20-year war. And what immediately started to happen? War is a good economy. I'm not saying we should be at war. That's not at all what the takeaway from this should be. I'm not saying we should be at war. I'm just saying the U.S. government has every reason to want to go to war. Denying that is silly. Denying that is silly.
I trusted you with knowledge.
What does it cost the U.S. government to go to war? What does it cost the government?
Right.
And think about that long and hard, because I promise you, you can't come up with a good answer for me.
I don't know what I was expecting you to say, but it wasn't that.
No, he hasn't said anything. He hasn't said
What does that
anything in a
even
minute.
mean?
Honestly, I'm not entirely
If
certain.
you look at the
All I know is that I can see
that
whispers
right
of an
there.
old magic that hardly anyone else can.
He hasn't said anything
Figure I think
since
that
I can't
Ranrock
buy
has
into what's being
somehow
sold
found
to
a
me.
way to harness that magic's power.
Are you telling me that goblins may be wielding some sort?
That's what we're trying to find out.
And this ability of yours, does it allow you to wield this magic too?
I don't know.
Well, when you do know, tell me. I've been studying archaic forms of magic for ages. Perhaps we can help each other. In the meantime, with both Rookwood and Ranrock after you, I suspect a bit more time spend as much time here as you'd like. And remember, keep this place between us. When I head to Feldcroft, I'll send you an owl.
And trust me, Benson, I don't know if you're still listening.
Hello, Sebastian. Wait. You there? I can hear you. Oh, hello. Ominous, isn't it? I believe we have potions together. And herbology? I recognize that voice. Heard you talking to Gareth Weasley in potions class. You're the new fifth year.
I got a blind
Did you
guy.
just come from the Undercroft? How did you get in there? That room's called the Undercroft. Ah, well, I was exploring and then suddenly found myself in a strange passageway. Don't lie to me. No one stumbles upon that room. Sebastian told you, didn't he? You breathe a word about this place to anyone, and not even your precious Professor Fig will be able to help you. My father is friends with the headmaster. I am not afraid to exploit that connection if I need to. You needn't threaten me. I'm not going to say anything about your Undercroft. And Sebastian is a good friend. You shouldn't immediately assume the worst of him. I don't need you to tell me about my oldest friend. Thank you very much. Ominous, I just meant... I know what you meant. Sebastian gets himself in enough trouble. He doesn't need your help.
Alright, dickweed.
Sebastian is going to get an earful about this. Levioso. Accio. Incendio.
My father is friends with the headmaster. Bro, that means fuck all to me.
Never a dull moment when I'm
Accio. Incendio.
Forgot to
Anyway, back to roasting Harry Potter. Polyjuice potion, because that happened in the second one. That's an example of a MacGuffin that she just uses all the fucking time. Not saying there's anything wrong with it, I guess, but like she leans on that crutch a lot. I don't even know. Oh, come here, you.
Levioso.
Oh, that's...
Accio. Accio. Incendio. Revelio. Levioso. Accio. Revelio. Revelio.
Fuck, I need to sell some shit. Suppose. How are you doing tonight, Rosemarks? How are things on the other
I've
side
always
of
said that
things?
travel broadens the mind.
What happened? Oh yeah, I was petting a kitty.
Accio. Levioso.
Facts. Love a good kitty.
Professor Weasley? Somewhere away from prying eyes.
Forgive me, the headmaster stopped me and I... Merlin's beard. I see you've wasted no time. Well done. Shall we?
After you, Professor.
Excuse me.
What is this place?
This is the Room of Requirement. It only appears when one is in real need of it. Ordinarily, a student might stumble upon this room entirely by accident. If ever. I'd only planned to suggest to you how to find it by walking past that bit of wall, focusing on what you need. But you've managed to reveal the room on your own. While I'm here, we should take advantage of the moment. Now, where is Deke? He must have sneaked past and gone ahead.
Deke, Professor?
The house elf I was speaking to in my classroom your first day. Thought he might help you use the room once you found it. There's no chance I'm clambering over this mess. This presents the perfect opportunity to teach you Evanesco, the vanishing spell. You can cast Evanesco to vanish certain objects, such as these chairs and other things here in the room. I suggest you practice the wand movements first, then you can clear the chairs away. Splendid. Now, cast Evanesco on... Excellent work. You'll note that you are now in possession of Moonstone. We shall discuss its uses later. Let's move on. Where in Merlin's
Lumos.
name is that elf?
Revelio. Lumos.
Is that... Goodness. My old school bag. I wondered where that had got to. I can't believe it's still here. I'll just take a quick look at this. Give you an opportunity to explore on your own until we locate Deke.
Yes, Professor.
Ray tracing bitches.
Dear me. Can't you keep it down? Some of us are trying to rest.
Fuck you.
Levioso. Accio.
No, stop Levioso.
Levioso.
Oh. Oh. Got it. Okay, I need it. Fuck.
Reparo. Hope this isn't as precarious as it looks.
An intruder! Stop them! Oh, no! That's not helpful, you worthless pile of tin!
Reparo. Lumos, Reparo.
All the wrong spells.
Reparo. How does anyone other than a house elf manage to get around in here? What was that? Was that a golden stitch?
Perhaps you should summon your wits and find out.
Akio! I hope that house elf can find us in here.
Yikes! Careful! Huh? Oh, there you are. Wait right there. Deke will come to you. Hello.
Ah, Deke, we've been looking for you.
Apologies, Professor Weasley. Deke was looking through some of what's appeared in the room since Deke was last here. Is this the student?
Indeed it is.
Deke is honored to meet you.
Deke has been a friend since I was a second year. We discovered this room together. I mentioned you to Deke. We believe that you might be able to benefit from this room like I did. Deke, would you be so kind?
Of course, Professor Weasley. The Room of Requirement will always be equipped for the Seeker's needs. It's unplottable, so won't appear on any map. Most happen upon it by accident, if ever. Deke's seen students in need of an extra file for potions stumble upon the room filled with them, You seem to have accessed it in its form as the Room of Hidden Things.
I was thinking about needing a place away from prying eyes. Brilliant.
Oh, that explains it then.
What I need specifically is a place where I can catch up on my schoolwork without distraction.
Well then, the room can provide you with precisely that. Now, it's time to focus on what you need. Just close your eyes. Imagine the room precisely as you need it. The room will do the rest.
You've given yourself quite a canvas to work with. I look forward to seeing what you do with the space. Ah, and it seems the room has provided you with a desk of description. Excellent. It can identify unfamiliar items of clothing. One should always understand the effects of anything in which one is clothed.
Nothing to identify, for now at least.
You'll find plenty of items of clothing that need to be identified. The desk will be an invaluable resource.
I imagine the desk of description will come in handy.
It will. I hope you'll take advantage of it. Now, I'll give you a brief lesson in conjuring. The room might not provide everything you need on its own.
Conjuring?
Yes, the magic of creating or conjuring objects. I'll teach you. Very good.
Bets.
When conjuring more complex objects, you'll need what's called a spellcraft. Spellcrafts are like recipes. They list the ingredients or resources needed to conjure a particular object. You should have acquired some for a potion station and potting table from tomes and scrolls in Hogsmeade.
I did. Where can I find the resources I need?
While resources such as moonstone can be obtained throughout the Highlands, it's much safer and easier to purchase them. They can also be collected by vanishing objects in the room, such as the chairs you vanished earlier. In fact, you should have enough resources for now.
I see. Can I regain resources by vanishing something I've already conjured?
You can indeed. Quite perceptive. Why don't you give it a try? Go ahead and conjure the potion station and potting table. You should find both familiar, since they'll resemble the ones you've already used to study magical plants and brew potions in class.
Oh, prison. How do I do this?
Incendio! Confringo!
Oh.
Well done. You can use these whenever you need to brew potions or grow plants. Presuming, of course, you've collected any seeds or potion ingredients you need in Hogsmeade or outside the castle grounds. Deke will be here to answer any questions you may have. Do not underestimate his insights.
I will be sure to speak with Deke if I need anything. Thank you.
Good luck. I shall linger a bit longer in case you'd like to learn another transfiguration spell for use in the room.
I would like to teach you Wingardium Leviosa. It can be used to levitate objects for a short time. Once you've completed a few prerequisite tasks, do see me after class.
I've more to teach you about transfiguration, if you have a moment. I've more to teach you about transfiguration, if you have a moment.
Leviosa!
I've more to teach you about transfiguration, if you have a moment.
I'm ready for the next lesson, Professor.
Very well. First, you'll need to gather some moonstone. You can acquire it by vanishing items here in the Room of Requirement, or you can gather it carefully outside of the Hogwarts grounds. Return to me once you've gathered enough, and we shall begin the lesson.
I have the moonstone you requested, Professor.
Good. Then we may begin your lesson. You can conjure more than potions and herbology tables. Conjuration can be used to decorate this space to your liking. Why don't you try it on the walls and floor? Good work. Shall we move on?
I've conjured everything I can. What's next, Professor?
I think you're ready to take on alteration. The altering spell will allow you to customize any conjured item. You can change the colors, patterns, and styles of your furniture to suit your taste. Let's get started, shall we? Watch closely as I demonstrate how to perform the altering spell. Just aim your wand at any conjured item and perform the alter to customize it.
Oh, wait a minute. Fuck, what? Why the fuck?
Nicely done. Now you're ready for something a little more advanced. You can use the altering spell directly on the room's architecture. Try these new designs on the floor or balcony. Your space might benefit from a bit of ambiance, don't you think? Deke, would you mind?
Of course, Professor Weasley. Professor Weasley showed Deke this bit of magic some years ago. Deke thinks you'll enjoy it. Come and talk to Deke when you're ready.
Just wondering, what am I playing? This is Hogwarts Legacy. Yep. Yeah, it's single player. Hey, Only Hooves, you mind,
Professor Weasley said I should ask you about changing the room's ambience?
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
I'd like the room to feel mysterious and eerie, as if I'm in the Forbidden Forest, surrounded by shadows.
Gee.
Oh, sounds perfect.
How you doing today, Super Soka? How'd you find me? Who are you?
Quite a difference. Of course, you needn't keep this style if you don't like it. You can always ask Deke to change it back. Now you...
Thank you, Professor. The room is full of possibilities.
Indeed. No matter how much time I spend here, the room always manages to surprise me.
Nice.
An even bigger space.
How did that happen?
The room equips itself to your needs. It must have sensed that you needed more space to practice spellcasting. If you'd like to customize the space further, you can use these spellcrafts. You'll find more of them both inside and outside the school.
Thank you, Professor. I shall keep an eye out.
Good. I'll leave you to it. This is your space now. Use it wisely.
Deke thinks you are doing good work here.
How was your day today?
Revelio. I'd like to ask you about changing the room's ambience.
Of course.
Actually, perhaps another time.
About to take a chainsaw to Jesus Christ.
Accio!
We'll come with you.
Not a chance. Last time I was in there, she spilled one for a skeleton.
I was hoping to see you.
You're back.
Finally. Minister Spavin talks more than he listens. Ranted on and on about rogue dragons. Wouldn't listen to a word about goblins. Speaking of which...
Listen, Professor. So much happened while you were away. Your friend, Mr. Ollivander, sent me an owl asking for help finding an heirloom wand that was stolen from him.
He did he?
And so I went to the owlery like he said, and there were all these statues.
What do you mean, statues? In the owlery?
Yes, which led me to a secret hideout where I found Richard Jackdaw's ghost.
Who on earth is Richard Jackdaw?
He was a student here long ago. Anyway, he told me about a secret cavern. I went there, and right next to Jackdaw's skeleton, I found the missing pages.
You found the pages?
I did. And because Jackdaw had followed the map they contained, when I found the pages, I found the location on the map. Believe it or not, it's a room below Hogwarts.
Why am I not surprised? Shall we?
I was hoping you'd say that. Oh, and we'll need to bring the book. The room is called the Map Chamber, by the way. And a portrait of Percival Rackham awaits us there.
Professor Rackham. I look forward to meeting him. How did this Jackdaw get the pages from the book?
Evidently, Peeves stole them, and Jackdaw stole them from him.
To think it was beneath us all this time. This looks promising. A map. There's Hogsmeade. And over here, the Forbidden Forest. And, of course, Hogwarts. It's magnificent. If only you were here to see this.
Hello, Professor Rackham. We've placed the book on the pedestal as you asked. And this is my mentor, Professor Fig.
How do you do, Professor Fig? And you, my young friend, see now why you needed to return with the book?
I do. I also see why you refer to this room as the Map Chamber.
That you have come this far tells me that you possess extraordinary magical ability, the potential and power of which will unlock should you prove yourself worthy. The location of each of 4 trials will, in time, appear on the map. Trials that will test you and give you access to invaluable knowledge. Trials that you must complete on your own. Do you recall the pensive memory you viewed in my vault in Gringotts?
You and your friend Charles spoke of the port key, and of trials you'd created for one who could see traces of ancient magic.
Precisely. Charles is another of the Keepers, a designation we gave ourselves centuries ago, in light of the knowledge that we have been bound to keep hidden. Until, perhaps, now.
So, the passage from your ruins to Gringotts, everything in the vault, the restricted section, finding this room, none of these was a trial.
They were an important part of the journey, but they were not trials themselves. The fact that you have come this far, however, bodes well. The trials were designed to ensure that the power and knowledge we have kept secret for so long does not fall into the wrong hands. They will test your abilities, both innate and learned. But of equal importance, everything you witness as you complete the trials will inform what you choose to do with all that we share. You will need patience. The trials have much to teach you. It will take time.
I'm afraid we don't have the luxury of time.
We have waited this long, Professor Fig. Surely a few more.
Respectfully, sir, while I do not know the secret you keep, I do know that our young friend here has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. And we encountered an uncommonly powerful goblin wielding such magic as we prepared to leave your vault at Gringotts. We may already be too late.
This is grave news indeed. Young friend, do you trust Professor Fig?
I do.
Then, in the light of your considerable skill and all you have already accomplished, we shall begin. You will find the location of the first trial marked on the map below you. Whilst Professor Fig may assist you in locating the trials, they may be completed only by one with our ability.
Shall we have a look? I know that tower. It's not far. You may have seen it yourself.
It looks familiar. Perhaps your young friend is more well-traveled than you might think.
As your mentor, the least I can do is go ahead to make sure it is safe. Join me as soon as you can.
I'll find you at the tower as soon as I can.
Until then, be careful, and do not tell anyone where you're going.
It's time you learned, Glacius, the freezing spell. It is an efficient way to cool down a heated situation. But first, I will need you to complete a few tasks. Once you've done that, come and see me.
Oh, holy fuck. That scared the fuck out of me.
Accio. Levioso. Accio. Accio. Levioso. Protego. Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Stupefy. Levioso. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Protego. Accio. Stupefy. Could it be a Merlin trial? Confringo! 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 Merlin himself would be proud.
Protego!
Bella! Confringo!
Incendio! Stay down!
Confringo! Levioso! Accio!
Confringo!
Protego! Lieutenant! Levioso! Expelliarmus!
We repay blood in blood!
Would that you all wielded that power.
It feels like a violation of conventions.
How unfortunate. You better than that. Slippery little
Protego! This place has seen better days. Levioso! Accio! Incendio!
You're not going to like this.
Stupid!
What a waste of my time.
Didn't let me hit. Let's get this first.
Levioso! Accio! Incendio! Protego! Levioso! Stupefy! Accio! Incendio!
What have you done? Tiger! Production! That's just pitiful! Oh, what's the look
Accio!
out your eyes?
Protego!
Avoiding our problem.
Stupefy! Accio! Levioso! Incendio!
You may want. I pity the soil you rot in.
Pew pew, Accio Patino. Fuck. Okay. We're gonna do this. First, we're gonna... Oh, maybe I should be using the spell. have 4. Okay. Down here. Here we're about to do Petrificus totality. Don't perceive me.
Come out!
Incendio! Expelliarmus! Levioso! Incendio! Accio! Confringo! Levioso! Accio! Incendio!
Oh. Fuck. I keep forgetting to get rid of shit. Fuck.
Petrificus totalis!
Lazy, welcome. How are you today? How is you?
Petrificus totalis!
Swear to God if this is something stupid again. I'm doing well. Doing well. How are things across the pond?
Petrificus totalis! The beasts around here can sleep a bit easier now.
Alright, so sneaking around isn't a bad way to go.
Oh. Oh. Levioso!
This isn't a fair
Confundo!
Marvelous strike!
Stupefy!
Let's play, Chris!
Protego! Accio!
Nothing more than luck! And stupid shrink!
Oh, fuck. Oh, he's an animagus. Fuck. Oh, don't tell me that all those dudes are alive again. okay. These guys are all dead skins.
Must be a trick.
Leviosa.
You've made a mistake.
Accio. Stupefy. Confringo. Protego. Stupefy. Accio. Stupefy. Accio. Leviosa. Stupefy. Accio. Protego. Confringo. Levioso.
I'm embarrassed for you.
Accio. Levioso. Confringo. Accio. Incendio. Accio. Incendio. Accio. Protego. Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Confringo. Levioso.
Fuck.
Revelio.
Ah. You have put up with it. Have you had to put up with that voice for 2 hours? Oh, longer than that. My playtime is much longer than that. It's all right. It's all right. I don't hate on it. I'm into it. Though it would be cool as fuck if you could just be an American wizard. I think that'd be dope. But what do I know?
Ugh. Shame you're so foul.
Oh, hello.
Protego! Confringo! Now Incendio!
Reducto!
Incendio!
Confringo!
Incendio! Incendio! Confringo! Confringo! There you are!
Stupid one.
Levioso! Oh, fuck.
Gotcha!
Cave troll.
And in the clouds, this
Incendio! Incendio!
Reducto!
Protego! Confringo!
Was that meant to be? Oh, watch the light go out.
Incendio.
Confringo!
Protego.
Well, thought you had...
Incendio!
Fuck.
The flames
That sounds like it's
consume
getting his
you.
pubes ripped out every time he gets hit. Ah.
Protego! Confringo! Confringo!
Reducto!
Incendio!
Confringo!
Incendio!
Accio! Protego!
Confringo!
Body burning!
Incendio!
Kill each other, kill each other.
Incendio!
Confringo!
Reducto!
He's weak.
Petrificus totalis.
Are you even trying? Rookwoods don't go down easy. Perhaps you ought to give up.
Confringo!
So wait, what do you mean? You guys don't all sound like you're getting your pubes ripped out when you get hit? I feel like you do.
Accio!
That's not the right spell. I don't want that.
Confringo!
Coming to me.
Levioso! Accio! Incendio! Levioso! Confringo! Accio! Accio! Incendio! Levioso! Protego! Stupefy! Confringo! Stupefy! Incendio! Accio! Confringo! Levioso! Accio! Incendio! Confringo! Levioso!
You absolute sweat. Mad.
Levioso! Accio! Confringo!
Everything's done.
Confringo! Accio! Protego! Stupefy! Levioso! Stupefy! Confringo! Stupefy! Levioso! Protego! Stupefy! Levioso! Accio! Incendio! Stupefy! Stupefy! Incendio! Confringo! Stupefy! Protego! Stupefy! Stupefy! Protego! Levioso! Stupefy!
Ooh.
Levioso! Accio! Confringo! Protego! Incendio! I should investigate.
Okay.
Levioso!
Wait, is Flipendo a spell that I can learn? Because Flipendo! Alright, yeah. So can't use it yet. Be lurking. Get you some coffee, girl.
Ah, but if the air is cool, it always takes longer.
Irondale's not half as tough as it's...
What was that?
Petrificus totalis!
Doesn't matter what it was.
Accio! Expelliarmus! Incendio!
That's just Hank. Oh, we're outside. I got you.
Protego!
Squabble.
Accio.
Fuck you.
Incendio. Accio.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Over here.
We're not alone.
We are not. Ranrock's loyalists. Around a dozen I can see, but could be more.
Can't we apparate past them into the tower?
We could, but we've no idea what's in the tower. More importantly, however, I'd like to know why they're here. They've set up camp just ahead. I suggest we investigate a little before doing anything else. Let's go.
Well, this isn't ideal.
No, it isn't. This way. And I'd suggest we use the disillusionment charm here. No sense in announcing our arrival. Quickly now. Stay hidden and cast Totalis. Well done.
I have a brother who works at Gringot. Couldn't pay me enough to sit behind a desk all day.
What was that? Confringo. Levioso. Accio. Incendio.
Don't get a lesson and utterly pitiful. Something. Ranrock said so.
Stupefy.
For the coward. I won't rest.
Stupefy. Levioso. Accio. Protego.
Someone's taken out last thing.
Confringo. Accio. Incendio. Levioso.
That's embarrassing, isn't it?
Confringo.
Don't get accustomed to that. Rather unwise coming back in.
Incendio.
I'm a goblin, not a toy. Oh, child.
Stealth. Excuse me.
Revelio. Revelio. Accio. Confringo. Revelio. Orders. Directly from Ranrock.
These orders indicate that they're after something to do with names. What names? And why here?
Protego!
Oh.
I will draw blood. You won't last long.
Levioso! Accio! Stupefy!
Descendo!
Levioso! Accio! Confringo!
I won't rest
Protego!
until you're exposed.
Many goblins have always been antagonistic towards wizard kind, but this is different somehow.
I just know this is not gonna anything.
Oh, I'm glad that's over. Best head inside.
It's more than mere coincidence that we encountered Ranrock's loyalists.
Looks like we found the entrance.
Revelio. It's locked. An unlocking charm.
Very handy. No time now, but if you don't learn it soon enough, we can work on it back at the castle.
I wonder who this is.
With robes like that, it could be anyone.
What you mean by that? With robes like that, it could be anyone. Okay, but how?
I imagine these brooms have been enchanted for centuries. Never seen an enchantment last this long.
Welcome to Sambakar's Tower.
Hello, Professor. Did you say Sambakar's Tower?
I did. Professor Bakar is a keeper you have yet to encounter. I'm glad to see that I was correct in presuming that we would meet again soon after our last encounter. Though I surmise, based on the commotion I heard, that you did not have an easy time getting to me.
We did not, Professor. We encountered goblins outside the tower.
That goblins were aware of my vault is disquieting enough. But if they have also made a connection to this tower, then the threat may be greater than I thought. All the more reason for us to move forward. Downstairs, near the entry, a reservoir of ancient magic, like those you've seen before, has been unlocked. Commanded to access a doorway. I'm afraid I cannot say more. As Professor Fig cannot join you, he and I will, in time, see you back at the map chamber. Remember what you see.
We're going to need to understand how Ranrock's loyalists knew about a tower that once belonged to a keeper. For the moment, however, you've more important things to set your mind to. A reservoir of ancient magic, I believe.
Yes, sir.
Then I shall leave matters in your increasingly capable hands. That said, be careful.
I will, sir.
Be right back.
I'll see you back in the map chamber.
Botchki. Bless. Mm-mm. What are you smoking? No. No. I mean, no, I mean, nothing going on. Fresh sweatpants. That's all it is. We all love crack. Get the fuck out of here. Ass crack, crack cocaine, any crack, both at the same time. Crack cocaine out of an ass crack. What? What the? I don't like this. Dipping your finger in like fun dip. Let's go.
I've seen this before, in Gringotts and the restricted section.
Restricted section. Yeet! I don't know. I felt like that was gonna work. Like a little part of me was like, yeah, that'll work. Oh. Sort of.
Impressive. That must have done something. Best have a look around.
Motherfucker! I just bake cakes with it. You should imagine what I substitute my salt for. That'd be appetizing? Yeah. That'd be a very expensive cake. That is a fact. Very, very expensive. But you know, my cake's pretty expensive too. Oh, fucker. This. I don't like that.
More traces of ancient magic. Something must be different. These are never a welcome sight. At least I know what to expect this time.
Okay.
Protego! Accio! Leviosa! Incendio! Accio. Potato. Stupefy. Accio. Confringo. Levioso.
Nailed it. Limp, we aren't friends anymore. You got rid of Mommy Milkers. No, I didn't. I most certainly did not. In fact, it was just you. It was one of the more recently used ones here. Oh, did I? I might have. I don't know why I would have, though. I'm sorry. Let me fix that real quick. It had to be an accident. What the fuck? Where is it? I wonder if Blurp got rid of it. Blurp. Hang on.
Mommy Milkers.
Fixed it. Yeah, I don't know why. I guess I accidentally shut it off. It's definitely not one I would have wanted to shut off.
These look familiar.
Ah, a puzzle.
Accio. Was it Accio I used before?
I'd be hoping stuffing something. Shit.
Accio. Revelio. That platform looks like it ought to get me where I need to go. Accio! Of ancient magic. But where? Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio! I presume I'm looking for traces of ancient magic. But where?
Oh my god. Hang on. Jesus. Alright,
I presume I'm looking for traces of ancient magic. But where? Revelio.
Oh.
Accio.
Good thing I did. Make this more interesting. No. Keep it just interesting. What do you have in mind?
Accio. Revelio. Accio. More statues.
Fuck yeah, let's go.
Accio.
Oh, fuck.
Accio. Levioso. Accio. Confringo. Protego. Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Not making this easy on me.
All of these are good options. They would make things definitely more interesting. Fortunately, the site we're on, the colors are purple and white, not orange and black.
Revelio. Accio.
Okay. Oh. talking to him like it's a cop on me. Max. I had to check what game I was playing, bro.
Levioso!
No, okay. With a shot. Ah. Whoa. Whoa. Kind of puzzle.
Accio!
It's a mod copy. Okay.
Oh. What did that burst of magic change on both sides of the archway? Something must be different.
Ooh, yeah.
Accio!
Let's go. Fucker.
I need to see how the room changes when I move in and out of the archway.
Get down. Bro, gotta jump.
Seems I ought to explore this archway from both sides.
Yeah, I could do some COD.
So that's it.
I'll do it around
both sides of the archway to get the platform to the other side of the bridge. I'll never get used to these floors.
Black rivet gloves. Not really a join type of deal, man, guy. It's don't typically play COD with man.
Levioso! Aquatago! Accio!
Fuck! Forgot again.
Levioso! Accio! Confringo! Levioso!
Fuck. You're a coward. I know. I've been noticing that. Either are Liam or you don't get to play COD. You either Liam don't get, Liam does get to play COD.
I'll never get used to these floors.
Fuck again. Gotta go do this again. The real sniffer. Excuse me. This combat set. Just don't even fuck with anything except for
Expelliarmus!
yeah, fuck you.
Expelliarmus! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Incendio!
Oh, fuck. Where'd you come?
Accio! Confringo! Levioso! Protego! Stupefy! Confringo!
Oh fuck. Oh fuck.
Accio!
You gotta be fucking hard right now.
Accio!
5 Wigan welds. Yeah, you got it.
Don't like the look of this.
Protego! Stupefy! Accio! Confringo! Levioso! Levioso! Stupefy! Accio! Incendio! Protego! Stupefy! Levioso! Confringo! Confringo! Accio! Levioso! Protego!
That's it. Oh, wow. Spoke way too soon on that one. Fuck. Okay.
Incendio!
Okay. Oh, fuck's sake. Oh, I'm so alive. Fuck. Oh. Yeah, he's a huge bitch. No, don't tell me. Fuck, can I find all of them again?
Don't like the look of this.
Stupefy! Confringo! Stupefy! Confringo! Accio! Incendio! Confringo! Protego! Stupefy! Confringo! Stupefy!
There we go. Jeez. That's gonna keep me going. It's fine.
Protego!
Fuck. Rio said, hey, you like Dark Souls? This is like baby Dark Souls.
Don't like the look of this.
Confringo! Levioso! Protego!
Incendio! Expelliarmus!
Protego! Stupefy!
Incendio! Expelliarmus!
Protego! Stupefy! Confringo! Expelliarmus!
It's the sexiest chess piece ever.
Confringo! Protego! Protego! Stupefy! Confringo!
Fuck. That's crazy. That's crazy. Alright. Let me try something here.
Don't like the look of this. Expelliarmus!
Protego!